everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is well. I have a cookie-filled treat today, guys, with, of course, a delicious cold glass of milk. So excited for this one. And guys, as always, if you like the videos, please drop a quick like. It helps that YouTube algorithm, and it is just so nice and so sweet of you, and it makes you an amazing person, although you're already amazing. Anyway, let's get started. I have Milano double chocolate chip chocolate Milano cookies. I used to love these as a kid, so let's dig in, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some tips and tricks I have for anyone who wants to go jet skiing for the first time, because I just went for the second time and I learned some things. Oh yeah, guys, look at that. Cookie, buttery, chocolatey, delicious. Let's dig in and see what we got here. Some almond milk, some vanilla flavored almond milk. Very nice. Yeah, guys, a nice little chocolatey line and a very buttery cookie. Alright, guys, so we went jet skiing a couple days ago. So much fun. I love jet skiing. To anyone who has not jet skied or has any reservations about doing it, I wanted to talk a little bit about some things to look out for. So number one, when you go jet skiing, and keep in mind, this may be specific to the specific jet skiing place I went to. But I would imagine not. So, they require a lot of deposits and stuff up front. So you will obviously pay for each jet ski, which, depending on where you are, could run you anywhere from 120 to, maybe close to $200 per hour. Ours was $130, I believe, and there's some fees and stuff, so it's like $130 per jet ski per hour, and I think it's $130 for the single jet ski, and $150 for a double. The first time we went, my wife and I considered getting a double, because I think we weren't that confident, and we weren't allowed to because our weight combined was too much. We're both tall, very tall people, and we work out and stuff, so we were a little bit out of the weight range. Guys, these are so good. They're so if you've never tried, I recommend pick up some Milanos. So, yeah, you get there, and you choose a single or a double kayak or jet ski. So we did singles each because we couldn't do a double the first time, and I loved it, so we did singles again. And it's fun, man. It's just fun smoking each other and going super quick, and you know, definitely a lot of fun. Anyway, I digress. So you have to pay like a $300 deposit just in case you break one of the jet skis or if you damage it, because you know they take the pictures and they do the 360 walk around of the jet ski to make sure, you know, any damage that gets caused by you, you know, they charge you for it. And they just take out the deposit. So, and they warn you about all this stuff. They warn you about you know, they tell you if you do fall off the jet ski, how to get back on. But they tell you that you only have 25 seconds. If your jet ski flips over on its back, or, you know, is upside down, you only have 25 seconds to flip it back over before the jet ski is essentially ruined. Because, you know, the water gets in the compartments and stuff. I guess you think they would make a jet ski waterproof, but maybe it's not that easy. But yeah, you have 25 seconds to flip it back, and you basically have to like swim up to the jet ski, get on top of it, and grab it and like throw your body weight back to like flip it over. I cannot imagine doing that in real time with the timer of 25 seconds running out. I feel like I'd be freaking out. I think the girl said that if it does break completely, it's like $1,000, which actually doesn't sound like that much for a jet ski. But by the way, guys, the reason I'm not dipping the cookies is I'm just to avoid a huge mess. In the future, I'd like to explore ways to be able to like eat without making such a huge mess, but I gotta be careful because I'm in like a bedroom and I don't want buggies. So you pay the deposit. And a quick fun story. The first time we went jet skiing, we actually had to forfeit the deposit because I won't say who. It wasn't me. It was a group of us, and two of our riders decided to try to switch jet skis in the middle of, you know, jet skiing, which is not even close to as easy as you think it would be. It's very tough to get back on the jet ski. So they did the switcheroo, and I guess their jet skis hit each other, and they, you know, it didn't hit that hard, but afterwards there was like quite a bit of damage. And we had to forfeit the entire deposit, and we were pissed. But that's one of those scenarios where it wasn't my fault, so I'm kind of like, if it was me, I'd feel bad. I'd be so apologetic. But the fact that it wasn't me, I was talking all kinds of smack. I'm like, you doofuses, what are you doing? So, yeah, be careful, guys. When you go jet skiing, do not let the jet skis even come close to each other. They tell you 100 feet. You want to have 100 feet in between you and anything that's not water. And that's very good advice. Very, very good advice. Because actually, when we went jet skiing a couple days ago, I was right behind my wife. And, you know, she was going 30, 40 miles an hour, pretty fast. And, you know, obviously the jet ski's kicking up all kinds of water, and it makes a bunch of waves. And when you're riding a jet ski, you want to have smooth water with no waves, because even the smallest wave will make it'll affect the jet ski and make it like bounce up in the air. And I'll tell you guys, it stinks when you gain it. It's fun for a second, but as soon as you land, it hurts. hurts. Like, it will hurt. You have to kind of brace your legs, because if not, your back will take the brunt of it. And I learned that the hard way the first time we did it, that you get one of those bounces and you land, your back just compresses and it hurts. So you're better off bracing with your legs. And actually your knees will hurt a little bit after, but so yeah, jet skiing. I also, like, you can see, I cut my hand just from like holding the throttle, because you're holding the throttle and it's kind of like, you know, it's like a motorcycle. You hold it, and you have to hold it for long periods of time, and it just started to like scratch away my finger. So I will say jet skiing is not without its bumps and bruises. So I was right behind my wife. She's going 40 miles an hour. And I'm trying to keep up with her and like pass her up. But I'm like right behind her. And this, like, the biggest spray of water I've ever experienced. Just, I mean, it was like SeaWorld, you know, killer whales splashing in the water, and just the entire thing. And it was sustained. It was like 3 or 4 seconds of just and it was really warm. You know, Florida water is very warm. It's like a bath, and it just felt good. Like, it was nice. But I was not expecting it, because that didn't happen to me the first time. There's a very specific spot that you have to be behind. It's like if you're in someone's blind spot, you're kind of like here, the water will kick up and you'll get nailed. So it happened to me twice. It happened with my wife and with our friend, where I was like right behind them, trying to, like, you know, tail them and mess them up, and just I get nailed with water. It was funny. And then, yeah, of course you don't want to follow people. You shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, because while it is fun, that's where most of the waves get made. So yeah, you'll be bouncing around, and then of course you always want to look out for other vessels. So there, you know, we're basically in open ocean, and there are boats and other speedboats and, you know, kayakers and stuff everywhere. And also people live there, so their boats are tied up and people are hanging out. So you have to be careful of civilians and of wildlife. There's manatees and stuff like that, so you have to be careful. But yeah, guys, once you get that nice stretch of, you know, open ocean, and the waves aren't too bad, it is super fun, man. To just go 50, 60 miles an hour, just flying on the jet ski. Oh, it's so much fun. And it is just like the wind, like your face is like, because 60, 50 doesn't sound that fast, but on open water in a jet ski, like no protection around you, it feels really fast. The wind is just like, your cheeks are like two more and a little bit of milk. So yeah, you get an hour to do whatever you want. There are certain areas where you have to go slower, but for the most part, have at it. You know, and it's fun. You're like flying, and then you'll do like a little sharp turn and come back the other way. At first, it's scary because, like, if you've never jet skied, at first it's a little tough you're scared, so you're afraid to like fall off. Trust me, guys, I've done some crazy maneuvers, and I felt like I was gonna fall off, but I've never gotten close to falling off. And the more confident you get, the more you're gonna start to like push the boundaries and go a little faster and you know, turn a little bit sharper, because it's super fun. definitely a few times where I was like, oh, I almost fell off. I'm like horrified to fall off because I just don't know what would happen. Of course, you have a life jacket and stuff, but yeah, it's just great to go super fast. It's fun when you're with other people because you can race them and stuff, and you're like dodging boats and racing them, and you know, and it's really easy to just kind of sit on it and idle for a little bit. And just the sound of the jet ski is cool. It's got, you know, the motor going, and they're pretty powerful. Like, they make a lot of noise. But yeah, guys, it is a fun experience. If you've never jet skied, get out there, fly around, have some fun. A big part of jet skiing effectively is making sure that your body is kind of ready, that you're braced, you know. Like I was mentioning, you want to kind of have your feet supporting you as if almost you're going to do like a squat, at least when you're going to go really fast, because trust me guys, if you take anything away from this, it's when you're going really fast and you hit a wave, you are going to get air and it's going to be fun, but then you're going to land and it's going to hurt, or it's just going to feel weird. So make sure you brace yourself. It's better to take it in your legs than it is to take it in your back. But I definitely recommend go much slower than you think you should in the beginning until you get a feel for it. One thing I recommend is, like, let's say you're going real fast and you're just flying and having a good time, and you do start to see some waves, or you feel that, you know, you're bouncing around, slow down when you get to the waves just a little bit. And guys, feel free to correct me if I'm making any wrong suggestions. I should have prefaced this by saying I am not a jet skiing expert. I've only gone twice. I'm just telling you that my tips and tricks that I've experienced, it may not be the same experience for you. So take everything I say with a grain of salt and try it out yourself. You know, try it your way. And by the way, guys, I've been a little sniffly. I was like sneezing and had a runny nose all day yesterday. I'm 100% convinced it was allergies because we had cleaned the house. And every time I clean the house, my allergies go crazy because I am like deadly allergic to dust. This has been a delicious treat, guys. So yeah, I want to hear about your jet skiing stories, guys. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. Just remember, make sure you bring your ID. Make sure you have that deposit. They're going to have you fill out a boater test and a waiver. You have to like take an actual test, at least in Florida. It's like 25 questions, and it asks you all these questions about safety with the boat and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, you can get the answers on Google because they give you something to read. But you can also just kind of Google the answers. They told me on the phone to just Google the answers. Like, I'm not here to take a college course. I just want to jet ski. But it's fun, guys. I mean, of course, if you're not near any body of water and you can't jet ski, then, you know, I understand. And I'm hoping that, you know, you get a chance to experience it. You know, I know not everyone lives near the ocean, but of course you can jet ski on lakes and stuff like that too. The ocean definitely adds it makes it a little bit more advanced, a little added difficulty because the water's choppier. Yeah, it was funny, guys. There were some other people jet skiing with us, not part of our group, but like they were part of the session. and it was like a guy and his girlfriend on it, and they were going so slow. And then there was like a dad and a mom. And in the beginning, the dad was asking all these questions, like, "Oh, what do I do here? Where's the button? Where's the, you know?" And all of us were kind of laughing, just like, "Hey, man, you got it. Don't worry." But it is a little scary at first, because like you're underneath this like high-powered. It's basically a water motorcycle, you know. And those things fly, like they go really fast. So, guys, I hope you get to experience it. Jet skiing is super fun. Definitely highly recommend. Like I said, it's not, you know, it's a little pricier, but for an hour, I think it's totally worth it. Great date, you know. Great date activity. Either separately or maybe on the same jet ski. Good chance to bond, have fun, get each other wet, you know. So, definitely recommend. This may be a good time to end the video because I'm clearly out of cookies and it is thundering outside. The weather has been stormy and wild. I hope wherever you are, the weather's nice and calm and enjoyable. But yeah, guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys again, and I really appreciate you watching.